It doesn't bother me for anyone at any time to ask a question. Because sometimes one lecturing, they'll say, well, now at the end, we can have a question period till all the questions have been forgotten. So if it occurs to you that you would like to say something, just do so. Of course, now this has another element in it which the other didn't have. And to look at this is not the same as looking at the painting. The so-called background, let's call it the gray. Does this look like the same gray in here as the gray, this gray, or this gray, same as this gray? Is it the same gray all over, or does it change? Sorry.
Yes, it looks like it changes.
Looks like it changes. It's exactly the same grade all over. But any color changes, and there's no such thing as a red. You take any one, because we know there's hundreds of kinds of red. There's no such thing as just a black. There are hundreds of kinds of black. Black is made up of all colors. And depending on what it's put with, various colors will seem to dominate in the black. Sidney John is a great man in the art world. He was connected with the Museum of Modern Art and still has a gallery. I had known him for 45 years. In the 40s, when this was done, he used to come to my studio, and I did a number of paintings with the same element in it. And we would argue, now, does the gray look darker in this area, or does it look darker within the white area? Now, he would say that it looked darker in one area than the other, and I said, no, it's the other way around. And we could never agree on that. So you see, looking at art is an individual experience. And each person can be right and yet disagree with other people. There is room for discussion and argument.
Were there different shades of red in there? Or?
I know that was all the same red also.
Just the top right hand looks much darker than the left bottom.
Well, no. Being on this screen and the light and that affects it some. I say it's not the same as looking, but it is the same red. This painting, I think I did it about 1947, and I called it New York City. That's owned by the Whitney Museum. I was always excited by New York. I liked New York. The moment I moved into it, I got into it, New York in 1936. It was exciting to me and alive, and it never ceased to be so. I felt New York intensely. I felt the painting intensely, and so I just called it New York. It could be called almost anything. It could be called Fields. I'm always fascinated. I have a rubberneck on the plane. I never cease looking out. I see the most wonderful things, just like great paintings down on the earth. And going across different parts of the country, go across the plains, the big wheat fields, or the parts of the country where they do irrigation, and a whole section of land, a square mile, they will draw a circle in that. And it has to do with the watering. There might be a well in the center of that, and the pipes run out to this mile square circle. And whatever is painted, planted in that, if it's wheat, the circle is a different color from what's on the outside of the circle. And I know going through, I think it's Minnesota, I went across that 3 times in 1 month one time. I was never so fascinated as looking down at these geometric forms there, just like one great painting after another.